Hey everyone, I'm going to take a look at the 2 new Match Pass players that have been added to eFootball. I'm also going to recommend which players I personally believe are the best value for 3, 4 and 5-star contracts out of the new Nominating Contract packs. I've done separate videos reviewing each of those packs, so do check those videos out. They're live on the channel now if you want to have a look at those. As always, we're going to start our Match Pass review with a little bit of mathematics. So, same prices as always. The value Match Pass, 500 coins. If it's the first time you've purchased the value Match Pass, you'll get it half price, so that'll save you 250. Either way, you'll get 200 coins from the Match Pass if you complete enough matches. And then the premium Match Pass, 1,000 coins. Again, if it's the first time you purchased it, it's half price again, so that'll be 500 coins off. And then either way, you'll get 300 coins back if you complete enough matches to get all the rewards. Worth keeping in mind that there is a golden goal event this week. So if you're going to get one of the match passes, well worth getting into golden goal and playing a load of matches in there, because that is the quickest and easiest way to make sure you complete enough matches to complete the match pass. So just keep that in mind, but there's some mathematics for you. But let's dive in and have a look at the 2 players that we've got. We've got Szoboszlai first from Liverpool. So again, as with the all-rounders pack, that's what these 2 match pass cards are from. That's what they're associated with. So they're all-rounders, they're versatile players. As you can see with Szoboszlai, you can play him through the middle, wide right, wide left. With his auto allocation, as you can see, he's not strong defensively. I would not recommend him as a centre midfielder, but certainly as an attacking midfielder, he can do a job there. He's got good speed if you want to play him out wide, right or left. Acceleration is not great though. Balance isn't brilliant. He's fairly tall at 6'1", so he's not going to feel brilliant on the ball, although he does have decent stats on the ball with his dribbling and so on. So he'll feel okay on the ball, but without the acceleration and the balance, he might not feel, he might not be the most manoeuvrable. He might not feel particularly smooth on the ball. So it's worth keeping that in mind, especially if you're going to play him out wide. If we have a little look at his skills, you see it down here, flip flap and Marseille turn for the skill merchants. Then we've got long range drive, long range shooting, knuckle shot, dipping shot. So a bunch of skills for his shooting. And then we've got one touch pass, through passing, weighted pass. So some good passing skills as well. So he's well equipped with his end product. If we hit this match game plan boost button, I'm doing this late at night. You may have noticed I'm tired. Yeah, technically very sound. As you can see, fantastic passing. He's got the skills to back it up as well. On the ball, very tidy. Offensive awareness it's 80, which is nice. Finishing decent at 77. Speed 91, so he does have some pace on him. Kicking power is fantastic at 95. His set pieces are decent as well. With the shooting skills he's got, including knuckle shot, could have a very interesting shot on him from set pieces and from open play. Stamina's great. The one concern really is the kind of the dexterity with his acceleration and his balance being a bit low. They have only put 4 on that though, so if you want to tweak the way his points have been allocated, obviously it's entirely up to you. Interesting looking at the game plan here, so it's saying he's 100 rated attacker mid, left mid and right mid. As always, keep in mind these numbers aren't always 100% accurate on eFootball Hub, but as a rough guide, as you can see, he is fantastic in pretty much all his positions really. But yeah, you could well just leave the auto allocation as it is if you're going to use him as an attacking midfielder. It would be fantastic there. It's technically really sound, but personally I'd like a bit more dexterity, get him a bit more responsive on the ball. So you could nick a few from passing. He's still got very nice passing. I'll keep it at a 90 mark for low pass actually. That gives us 6 points. Dribbling, I'll leave that where it is for now. I mean, already we can get up to 80 for acceleration. To be honest, that's probably enough really. I don't think I'll tweak much more. Oh, they got 4 on defending for some reason. I'll take those 4 points back. Thank you very much. I'll stick 1 on dexterity and those spare 2 can go on finishing. And we're just 1 shy of 80 for finishing, which is a shame. But in fact, yeah, I'll take that 1 back from dexterity. We'll get him up to 80 for shooting. And then we've got 1 spare, stick on aerial. That'll do. Yeah, I would maybe do that. So he's still got great speed, but he's got the acceleration up to 80. Balance is a little bit higher. Offensive awareness up to 83 now with the game plan boost. Still great on the ball, still got really nice passing. Finishing up to 80 as well though. Very, very tidy player. I think he'd be really effective as an attacking mid or as a wide midfielder, left or right. The passing, the finishing. If you played him on the right, I would say it'd be well worth putting pinpoint crossing on him. It's probably the one thing he's lacking really. If you gave him pinpoint crossing on the right, he could be absolutely potent. He's got very good pace. He's got great passing. With pinpoint crossing, 88 lofted pass, 91 curl, 95 kicking power, he would have absolutely deadly crossing. Even without pinpoint crossing, it'll be pretty damn good. And he's tidy on the ball as well, good offensive awareness. And then likewise on the left, cutting inside onto his right foot, long range drive, long range shooting. And of course, he's got the passing ability as well. It could be really, really effective playing off the left flank as well. So yeah, this is a really, really good card. Wide left, wide right, or through the middle. Really excellent card, this. Liverpool fans, I think, will be very happy if they get this guy. I think we may have had a better version of Szoboszlai. If you scroll down the eFootball Hub, you can see the previous ones down here. See, there's one that went up to 96. I think that's basically it. This one's pretty much on the par with all the rest of them. There might have been a Showtime one, the 96. But yeah, this is a good version of Szoboszlai. Like I say, a really good card. And this is the value match pass. It's only 500 coins. It's the cheaper one. So I think for Liverpool fans, it'll be if you've not already got a good version of him, especially that one better version of him, then it could be a really good purchase for you. And even for anyone who's not a Liverpool fan, this card, like I say, looks fantastic. Looks like a really good player, very versatile, can do a very good job in all of his positions really. Although centre mid, like I say, can't defend, so I wouldn't put him there. But attacking mid, left wing, right wing, looks excellent. So let's have a look at Lookman. So we've got Lookman from Atalanta. There was a Lookman card in an Italian league pack not too long ago. This is very, very similar. Interestingly, the two differences really between this and that previous version of Lookman, they've removed where are his skills. They've removed Sombrero from his skills and they've given him through passing. That's a very nice addition. I think that's an upgrade definitely. And the other difference, a bit random, but he's lost 7 kilograms in weight. So he's a bit lighter. I'm not sure if you'll really notice that, but worth mentioning, I guess. But yeah, so Lookman, again, versatile, of course. I think he can do a job in most of his positions, to be honest, Lookman. It looks like a very interesting card. I was very tempted to get that previous version of him from that Italian league pack. I think it was one of those fans' choice ones or something like that. But yeah, I may well be getting this, even though it's the premium match pass, 1,000 coins. But there are some decent players at 3, 4, and 5-star level in this season. So I might be picking up a bunch of players. So yeah, I might get the 1,000 coin match pass to get this guy. So again, auto allocation, we'll go straight to the game plan boost. Boom. As you can see, brilliant on the board, 90 plus in all three. He's got great offensive awareness. Finishing 83 is decent. Good pace as well. Balance is very good. Passing isn't brilliant. It'd be nice if we get the passing up, but it depends where you play him. The way his points are allocated, if you're going to play him as a wide forward, as a centre forward or SS, I don't think the passing really needs to be much higher. I think the way these points are allocated is pretty much fine as it is. If you were going to try and give him better passing, in fact, I'll just tweak the point allocation as a centre forward first, because he can play centre forward. He's got centre forward. So if we take a bit off his dribbling, still great on the ball. So we'll take that down just so that part dribbling stays at 90. And then we'll put 4 extra on shooting. We've got 2 left. Just stick that back on dribbling, I guess. There's nothing down here, is it? No. So yeah. In fact, I'll take that off dribbling. I'll put it on lower body. Get his speed up to 90. It would actually be nice if he gets kicking power up to 80. Should we do that? We'll just take 2 off passing, actually, if he's playing centre forward. There. So there you go, centre forward build. Offensive awareness and finishing both 88. Fantastic on the ball. Passing for a striker is just fine. Great pace for a striker. Kicking power up to 80. Balance is great. Stamina's fine. That's a pretty viable centre forward build. You would just need to give him first time shot. That's the only thing you'd need. But if you were willing to give him first time shot, I think this could be a really, really interesting centre forward. As for the rest of his skills, he's got a few skill moves for the dribblers. He's got soul control, which is nice. Then he's got long range drive, long range shooting, and through passing as well. And he's a super sub. Very, very interesting, this card. So he's got end product there, super sub as well. Like I say, I think that build's very viable as a centre forward. But as I was saying earlier, if we're going to play him in other positions, we could take a bunch of points away, leave his finishing at 80, and passing was what we were going to focus on, wasn't it? So if we get that dribbling back up a bit, where would the passing get to currently? If you can get the passing up, low pass up to 80, I think that would do it, to be honest. And we've got 3 points left. Stick on dexterity, give him 90 balance. Nice. Yeah. There's different ways you could train this guy, but I think at the end of the day, he's a guy with really good pace, balance, really good technicals. He's going to be really nice on the ball. That offensive awareness is really good. And he's got a bit of end product as well with his passing and his finishing. With the skills he's got, cutting off the left flank onto his right foot with a long range drive, His finishing ability could be very effective. I don't think I'll play him on the right because he's not got great lofted pass. He's not got pinpoint crossing, but wide left certainly. SS, I think he could be really effective. He'll be taking up good positions with that whole player playing style. Whole player will be active left mid, right mid, and SS. Won't be active if you play him as a forward, either centre forward or as a wide left or right forward. I think he'll still be effective in those positions though. But certainly if you want to make the most of that playing style, SS, left mid, right mid, I think as an SS he could be really interesting. That offensive awareness, as I was just saying, really high as an SS. It's excellent. With the whole player playing style, they go really well together. Great pace as well. He'll be taking up some really good positions, and he can take chances and create chances for you. And I think it looks like he's going to feel really nice on the ball. He's got a reasonably low center of gravity as well. So yeah, like I said, I'm very tempted by this guy. It is 1,000 coins if you purchased the premium match pass before, but for me personally, there's a bunch of players in all these nominating contract packs that I'm looking at. So I'm pretty tempted. I think even for the higher price of 1,000 coins, he could be worth purchasing. It looks like a really nice card. So yeah, versatile, got some end product, going to feel great on the ball, good pace, super sub as well. I think this is a really good card. So I'm going to let you know which players I recommend signing for 3, 4, and 5-star contracts now. I've done videos on the other packs, nominating contract packs. So there's a J-League pack. I'll put links in the description for these other packs. There is also a Mexican League pack as well. Both the J-League and Mexican League packs are Player of the Month packs. They're pre-trained players. There's mostly 3 and 4-star players, but there's a couple of 5 stars in the Mexican League pack as well. And also we have the All-Rounders pack. So the same theme as the 2 match pass players we just looked at. There's 8 players in there, 2 4-stars, and there's 6 5-stars as well. So out of all these players, I would recommend the following 3-star cards. So you've got a centre-back Briseño from the Mexican League. I think for a 3-star centre-back, you can't get much better than him. I think he's really solid looking. Good selection of skills. Just a good all-round centre-back. I'm going to be picking him up for definite. I think especially for the Mexican League Challenge, he'll be a really useful one to pick up. And for a 3-star contract, great value. Contreras, I think he's a really solid attacking left-back. He can cross. He's got a bit of defensive ability, decent pace. I think if you want a left-back for your Mexican League squad, again, could be well worth picking up for a 3-star squad. Bautista, he's a little guy, low center of gravity. He's not rapid, but he's not too slow either, and he's technically very sound. He's got some end product. I think he could be a neat little attacking midfielder to pick up for a 3-star contract. And then you've got 2 players down here, one from the J-League pack, one from the Mexican League pack. Very, very similar. They're both orchestrators, and their attributes are really similar, and so are their skills. So really, really good passing for 3-star players. The only real difference between these 2 guys is that Gonzalez is a little bit slower, but he's a bit technically better. That's really it. And he's not quite as good defensively as Akiyama as well. But yeah, it's really the mobility versus technical ability. If you want a bit more mobility, Akiyama I think is your guy. But if you're not too bothered about the pace and mobility, Gonzalez is just that little bit better technically. But they're both, to me, I think for a 3-star contract, if you like an orchestrator, that kind of deep lighting playmaker in the middle of the park, I think they're both really good cards with really, really good passing for 3-star players. Out of the 4-stars, you've got quite a few decent cards this time. So you've got Ohashi and Araki from the J-League pack, who I think both of them could be very effective at SS. Ohashi can also play as a centre forward. Araki can also play as an attacking midfielder. Ohashi can play attacking midfield as well, but I don't think he's really well suited to that. But I think both these guys could be best as an SS. Ohashi is more about his movement, very good offensive awareness. He can take chances both with his feet and his head. And Araki is just a tidy technical player. He's going to be very neat on the ball as a men product. Minamino also is very good as an SS. I think that's his best position. He's going to be quick. He's going to be very neat on the ball. Whole player playing style as well. And then you've got centre forward Amaria, who I don't think is amazing, but for a 4-star contract, I think he's probably the best 3 or 4-star striker we've got this time around. He's just got a bit of everything. He's got decent awareness and finishing. He's decent enough technically on the ball. Reasonable pace, and he's also reasonable from crosses. He's just got that little bit of everything. So if you want a striker for your Mexican League squad, you've got a 4-star contract to use. I think it could be a solid centre forward to pick up. And then his other 4, we've got 2 attacking fullbacks from the J-League pack. I think Matsubara, had to say, both defensively all right, but they've both got some decent end product going forward. They can both cross and contribute going forward. I think if you like attacking fullbacks for a 4-star contract, both these guys are pretty decent value. You then got Magalan, who's a solid centre-back. He's not amazing, but he's solid. He's got a good skill set. There's no real weakness there, and I think he can do a lot worse with a 4-star contract for a centre-back for the primarily for the Mexican League Challenge. And then finally, Murillo. This guy is just ridiculously quick. I think he's just going to be a really fun one to use. You've got insane pace, really good dribbling. He's got a reasonable skill set. and whole player playing style. So I think he could just be a really fun one to pick up with his pace, even without the super sub skill. Could especially be a useful player to bring on second half if you're chasing the game, trying to break your opponent down. Bringing this guy on and running it as defender is going to cause some real problems. So yeah, he could be a fun card to pick up for a 4-star contract. And finally, the 5 stars. So I've included the 3 5-stars from the Classic 10s pack on this little preview here, because that pack runs as long as these other packs do. So if you've got 5-star contracts and you're trying to decide to use them on, keep in mind that pack is still available. And I think all the 3 5-stars in there, Dybala, Gundogan, Odegaard, I think they're all pretty tidy players, and that playing style now is very effective. It's a very attacking play style, aggressive attacking movement, and they won't track back at all. So they're going to be lazy, but that's going to mean they preserve their energy. So it's an interesting play style. 3 different types of player there, but all 5 stars are very viable, so worth considering those. And I have done a video reviewing that Classic 10s pack as well if you want to hear my in-depth views on those players, so check that video out. It's live on the channel. But out of all the packs we've just been reviewing that have just been released, I think Alaba is just a fantastic card. It's not the best version of him that we've had in the game. You could say the same about a bunch of these cards, but it's still a great card. If you don't have a good version of Alaba, I think it's a really good card. It's worth considering, because even though at centre-back he's got some limitations in terms of his physical and aerial ability, he's still very good in other areas as a centre-back. But as I said when I reviewed him and that pack review that I did, he's brilliant as a left back or defensive midfielder. That's how I use mine that I've got, and I think if you get this guy, it's well worth looking at using him as either left back or defensive mid. Like I say, if you could put 1 or 2 skills on him, especially, really good card. Cancelo, very attacking fullback, could be a defensive liability. Depends what kind of fullback you like, but especially as a right midfielder though, as a right midfielder, feels great on the ball, can have brilliant crossing, really nice on the ball, like I say, and yeah, depending on what kind of fullback or right midfielder you like, could be a brilliant one to pick up. Joelinton I've included. I don't think he's brilliant in any one position. I just think for his versatility, and also the fact that he's that little bit different, you know, the positions he can play, centre mid, attacking mid, SS, or wide left, he can be good in all those positions. Not amazing, but the thing with Joelinton is that he's just that little bit different, with the fact he's a big physical guy. He's a slightly different option to what most of us have in the positions he can play. So it might be worth considering him just as something a little bit different, just to offer something different to what you've already got in your squad. Canales, whole player. It's the first time I've had a whole player Canales since the original Canales in the game, and even though he's not the quickest, I think he's still got enough pace and mobility about him, and he's technically great. He's just a very good attacking midfielder. He can really make things happen. Very nice player. Could be well worth considering if you like an attacking midfielder with the whole player playing style, especially for the Mexican League Challenge. He's one of the best players in the Mexican League. Lee Kang-in, versatile. He's not the quickest, but he can still do a pretty good job wide right or wide left. He's technically very good. He feels very nice in the ball. He's got end product, especially through the centre though. Really nice creative playmaker. I think he's a really nice card. And then Giroud's just a really good goalkeeper. No, I'm just kidding. He's a striker, and if you're like a target man, he's not going to move around a lot, but if you're going to put someone up front who you want to lob a load of long balls and crosses towards, brilliant in the air, brilliant finisher. If that's the type of striker you like, it could be brilliant for you. So those are the 5 stars that I would recommend out of the ones that are available out of all of the packs. So there you go. Thank you for watching. I will put links in the description to the other nominating contract pack videos that I've done. Hopefully you've found all these videos useful and have helped you to decide who to use your nominating contracts on and whether to buy either of the match passes. Thanks again for watching. As always, I'll see you soon.